Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, news broke last night that Vasily Lomachenko is thinking about taking some time off and really doesn't have any interest in fighting Gervonta Davis toward the end of the year. And so we saw Coach Kenny join Fanon International. Shout out to Fanon. And Shakur Stevenson was also on there. And they had an interesting conversation on there. And Coach Kenny asked, could Shakur wait? Just wait. Can you wait till March? And Shakur said, no, I can't wait till March. I'm trying to fight in November. Now, I don't know how he's trying to fight in November because we all know that Shakur Stevenson currently doesn't have representation in terms of a promoter. But he's saying that he cannot wait. He's going to try to fight in November. Now, my thought is, Jay, is this. If Vasily Lomachenko does not come to the table, which it doesn't seem like he will, and we've already done a video on that, and we have crucified him, if you will, for not taking a fight in regards to Gervonta Davis toward the end of the year because that's going to be the biggest payday of his career. I don't want to hear anything about motivation. But if he doesn't come to the table, this is an opportunity for Shakur Stevenson. Now, every time we see Shakur Stevenson, he's on social media tweeting, saying that he's interested in his fight. He'll take the fight in a heartbeat. Well, if Gervonta Davis comes to the table and offer you the fight in November, will Shakur Stevenson step up is the question. Because we can all say, and we can talk about wanting a fight to be made when there's no opportunity for that fight to actually materialize. We understand that, right? We've seen so many people talk about, I want to fight. And then when the opportunity is presented to them, they don't take the fight and they use a way and they use something to get out of the fight, right? You know, I ain't gonna name no names right now. I don't even feel like going down that path. But at the end of the day, we need to understand that fighters do that, right? Once the opportunity is actually there for it to materialize, meaning that both fighters have the opportunity. They're both free. They don't have an opponent set up. They're not already negotiating with an opponent. Sometimes things don't end up working out like they should. Will Shakur Stevenson step up to the plate and take the opportunity in November if Gervonta Davis presents it to him? Now, I don't know if that's what Gervonta Davis' plan is. Maybe Gervonta Davis already has a plan laid out in terms of which fights are going to happen and when. I don't know. And maybe not Shakur Stevenson, but maybe Lomachenko actually understands that there's already a plan laid out, and that's the reason why he's saying he doesn't want to fight then, because he's trying to figure out a way to leverage more money. If you want me to fight then, I'm not even motivated. If you want me to fight then, give me another $2 million. I don't know. But if Gervonta Davis does have that level of flexibility in terms of what his contract is stating with PBC, and he has that, he can fight Shakur Stevenson in November, then that's the fight that he should present to Shakur Stevenson. And if Shakur Stevenson doesn't accept it, he makes up an excuse. He's asking for more money. He doesn't even have a promoter right now or a manager to even negotiate that. Then we got to start putting some of the onus on Shakur Stevenson in regards. And I've never put the onus on Gervonta Davis. Let's make that clear. But the fans put the onus on Gervonta Davis, maybe because he's the A side. I don't know. Okay. But in the past, But in the past, it felt like that. Shakur Stevenson even knew this, but it felt like there wasn't enough money in the pot for the fight, based off what Shakur may have wanted, based off what Gervonta does want. So we know Gervonta has a contract for what he's going to get. And there's Shakur is going to get offered something, and it's going to be based off of what his market value is. He needs to accept it. Now, if it's something that's just ridiculous, right, like $1 million, then no, But we know everybody's gotten their biggest payday when they fight Gervonta Davis, so I would expect him to get a lot more than the $3 million he's been guaranteed from Top Rank for several years now. So it is what it is. Shakur, if he does not step up, we expect you to step up, not only vocally, but step up by signing the contract if it is offered to you. Meaning, if it's clear that he's not going to fight Lomachenko, then I want to hear you be more vocal than calling Gervonta Davis out to make that fight. And then I want you to actually sign a contract if the terms are reasonable. Jay, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, now we get to see what's going to happen next. How both sides are going to pivot for the next move. With this whole Loma thing, we still need to know clarity on what they mean by he's not have motivation right now and he's not coming back until the end of the year. Doesn't mean he's going to be fighting. He'd be ready to fight in November, or is he going to start training till like that time frame? If that's the case, he's out the window, going to the next for Tank. With this now, Shakur just placed like a little smirky face. After this news dropped, he didn't retweet and anything. He just posted that around the same time. So I don't know what that means, but we know he needs to get representation before anything can really pop off. whether it be with PBC, Matchroom, whoever it may be, or still try to go his own little solo route, whatever you want to do. But he has to get that first and foremost before offer will even go out. In my opinion, that's just how I'm thinking how the business is going to work with that. He needs to have some representation. That's just smart on his own side here. That way he's making sure he's getting what at least something he should get close to what he feel like he should get. Now on Fanon's broadcast with Coach Kenny and Shakur, Coach Kenny was giving just a hypothetical saying, what if we gave you $5 million, $6 million, would you sign and say yeah to fight in March? He said yeah. So we got him on record saying at least $5 or $6 million.
Oh, I didn't even hear that part.
Yeah, he'll get him in there. He'll get him in there. But Shakur then started backtracking, started saying, no, I got to do it, X, Y, Z, da, 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 da. Coach Kenny like, I'm just giving you a hypothetical. I don't know the number. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. He said, yeah, hypothetically to that number there. So would this be the next step for that Tank team? Possibly, because Coach Kenny was very adamant about March of next year. Mm-hmm. So that's what the idea they're fighting Loma in November. So we still got, it's going to take some time to figure out what's going on with this whole Loma stuff, knowing that Bob said about a month ago, this fight is pretty much a done deal. Now we have this stuff here. But Shakur, if I'm Shakur, I'm pushing forward with trying to get my representation and make sure my representation like, hey, the iron is hot now. We strike right now. I want this fight. He's open now in November. I'm open November. I already said I would be fighting in October, November this year anyway. I wanted to. So this is perfect. So Shakur, now you can get on your Twitter rant and say that you really push this fight forward. Because now you can put the onus on Tank team and say like, hey, you don't got a dance partner right now. Y'all talking about me in March. Move me up now. I already asked y'all to fight y'all early and move Loma to the side. Now he's pretty much stepping aside. Let's get it going on. So now Twitter saying, do your thing. This is what you're known for, being on a tweet monster and all that stuff there. You actually have a chance and have a reason to do it now. So do it. And I definitely want to see Tank team take that step forward with this fight here, unless Twitterson is going try to do something off the wall, and then they might have to pivot and go to a Zepeda, because that fight might sell more. In all honesty, with a Mexican versus African American, we know those traditionally sell a lot more, especially with they already have a backing of Golden Boy. So that is an option there, but I'd rather see Shakur and Tank next. And this is Shakur's chance now. Do what you do. Get on there, tweet, and do all that shit now to get it going.
Yep, I want to see him. I want to see him be as vocal as he possibly can if the fight doesn't happen. Put the onus on Gervonta Davis. I already know that they're going to accept that fight because I know that they want that fight. They absolutely want that fight. Yeah. So you're really not putting the onus on them. You're just basically calling them out and showing that you have the level of interest and desire. And if $5 million is already out there and he doesn't accept the $5 million, then we know what's up. So you guys tell us what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.